Hi, and welcome for another daily dose of ASMR. Well, you didn't know that US has its own romantic cities, right? Well, tonight I'm going to whisper your way to the 15 most swoon-worthy cities across United States. These places are dreamy, a little quirky, and full of romantic touches. So get comfy, maybe light a candle, and let's travel through the romantic cities of United States. So it's going to be a very smooth and interesting ride. And we're gonna start with the first city that is considered romantic and why. It is in South Carolina. South Carolina. So Charleston, South Carolina. Why is romantic? It has cobblestone streets, historic homes, gas lanterns, and even horse-drawn carriages. Well, sounds very European, right? Well, not. The fact is that Charleston regularly ranks as one of the America's most charming city. Charming city, Charleston, South Carolina. And there is a quirky fact as well. Some local laws still technically ban public displays of affection on Sundays. Sounds very American, right? American rules. Good, Sarah. Next is in Georgia. Right nearby. Savannah, Georgia. It's near Charleston. But why Savannah is romantic is Spanish moss, draped walks, garden squares, and beautiful cemeteries. Yes, cemeteries. Well, the true fact is that Savannah was the American first planet city. So first planet city. The quirky fact is that locals say some hotels are haunted by lovers. Yes, you heard right, haunted by lovers who never left. Perfect for ghost-loving couples. How romantic. Savannah, Georgia. Good. Now let's travel to the West Coast, far away, and discover the charm of San Francisco. San Francisco. Well, why is romantic? Yes, the Golden Gate views are quite astonishing. It might be considered for most of us romantic views, indeed. Scenic views, Victorian architecture, especially in the center, and sunset by the bay makes the San Francisco a perfect destination for romantic dreamers. Did you know that the Golden Gate Bridge is the most photographed bridge in the world? The quirky fact is that Cupid's spine, a giant bow and arrow sculpture on the Embarcadero, is a literally love symbol in the city. So, Cupid's spawn. So, now we're gonna travel into south and let's have a look over New Orleans. New Orleans, yes, it is considered a romantic city. Well, hypothetical. Why? Here there is live jazz. Is where the jazz was born. It has candlelit courtyards and sultry ambience of the French Quarter. Well, this is one of the few places in the United States where open containers of alcohol are allowed on the street. Well, just take this into account when you're planning your next trip. Some believe you can hear ghostly saxophone solos late at night if you're walking alone. Well, that's a romantic fact. So, New Orleans, Louisiana. The next is Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii. On Oahu Island. Why it's romantic? Well, take this into account that Honolulu is in a very exotic place on Oahu Island in Hawaii archipelago, where everything is tropical. So, sunshine, sunsets, and tropical beaches. This makes perfect for a couple who seek love and scenic views. The Waikiki Beach was once a playground for Hawaiian royalties. A quirky fact is that you can get married underwater here while scuba diving. Wow, that's a unique experience that you can live once in your lifetime, or maybe more than once. Who knows? Next one is in Colorado. So it is the city of Aspen. Aspen somewhere. Yeah. Aspen. I will write because it's not on the map. Why is a romantic city? Wow. Cozy sky lodge. Fairy side, hot chocolate, and scenic mountain views. Aspen has more luxury shopping per square mile than almost any US city. Did you know that there is a kiss cam? On one of the gondolas during Valentine's week. Wow, that's a very quirky fact. Aspen, Colorado, so another romantic destination. So, good mistake. Let's return to California. Next, the city of Napa, near San Francisco. There is not here on the map. Has rolling vineyards, wine tasting, and hot air balloon rides. Well, I bet you can feel like you're in Europe, right? There are over 400 wineries in the valley. Quirky, there is a wine train that lets couple dine while jogging past vineyards. How interesting. Napa Valley, California, another romantic destination. Next is in Arizona. Arizona is, yeah, Sedona. Sedona. In this area, wise romantic red rock formation, mystical energy to amplify your feelings, vortexes, and dreamy desert sunsets. Alright, well, Sedona is considered one of the most spiritually significant places in the United States. So if you want to go with your love and feelings transcendental, Sedona is your destination. Couples often report feeling more in love at vortex sites. Is this a coincidence, or is just where science meets soul? Let's move now to is in New York, Lake Placid. Lake Placid. Wow. In New York, why it's romantic? It has quiet lakeside cabins, snowy landscape, and even charming winter vibes. But did you know that hosted the Winter Olympics twice in 1932 and 1980? Well, the quirky fact is that there is a romantic bobsled ride for two. Yes, you can actually do that. Lake Placid, New York. Alright. Next. Far in the south, to the southernmost points of US, Key West, Florida. Well, why is romantic? Well, this is one of the most exotic places in US, and it's the southernmost point of US. It has turquoise water, pastel houses, and legendary sunsets. Well, it's the closest point to Cuba, only 60 kilometers. Ernest Hemingway wrote some of the most romantic proses here. Well, there surely the place has some romantic vibes. The quirky fact is that you can send a postcard from the southernmost point in the US, a rite of passage for a couple. So, Mr. Quint is the director, Key West, Florida, and let's return to Florida, to California, sorry, to visit another interesting, quirky, and romantic place is Carmel by the Sea. Carmel. Somewhere between San Francisco and Los Angeles Carmel by the Sea. But why is considered romantic? Well, it has fairy tale cottages, ocean cliffs, and even secret beaches. Secret beaches. The fact was that Clint Eastwood was once the mayor of this tiny town. There is no need for street addresses. Residents get mail by name only. Super old school and romantic, right? Well, I bet that. So, this that's a deal. Yes, you go and submit it. Okay. Now, next, the city of winds, Chicago, Illinois. Chicago in Illinois. Why it's romantic? Well, skyline cruises on Lake Michigan, candlelit jazz bars, and winds all over the especially in the winter. The city has more bridges than Venice, and there is a kissing rock on the lakefront trail where couples leave lipstick marks for luck. Right, it must be romantic as well. Well, I visited Chicago, a truly amazing city, where I experienced all the 4 seasons in just one day. That was a unique experience. Next in North Carolina. And the name is Asheville. It is not on the map. It is somewhere here. Don't confuse it with Nashville in Tennessee. So it's Asheville in North Carolina. It has Blue Ridge mountain views, artisan boutiques, and waterfall hikes. It is home to the largest privately owned home in America, the Biltmore Estate, and is perfect for romantic tours. Some local inns offer forest bathing experiences, while a mindful couple walk in the woods. Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville, so let's place it on the list. Good. And next, let's go to Seattle. Seattle and visit why it's romantic in Washington State. Seattle has rainy day cafes, scenic ferry rides, and cozy bookstores. The fact is that Pike Place Market hosts hundreds of proposals each year. The quirky fact is that the iconic gum wall, a post alley, has become a weird but sweet spot for couples to leave a sticky tribute to their love. Gum wall. Okay. And the last one in our list is St. Augustine. St. Augustine. in Florida. St. Augustine in Florida. Yeah. Well, it is an old Spanish architecture town. It has monolith carriage rides and historic charm. Charm. Well, a true fact is that it's the oldest continuously occupied European settlement in the United States, and it was founded in 1565. So it's quite old, so must have some very European traditions and influences, since it's the oldest occupied European settlement. The quirky legends. Local legends say that the fountain of youth really exists here, and many couples sleep or drink direct from it for eternal love. St. Augustine, Florida, another romantic destinations you need to take in account. Alright. Feeling the love yet? Whatever you're planning your next gateway, or just dreaming with your eyes closed, these cities are full of charm stories and a little bit of magic. Now it's time for you in the comment to express which one you want to escape to with someone special maybe, or maybe you'd go solo and fall in love with yourself a little more. Until next time, sleep sweet, dream soft, and stay more romantic.